So why does nothing seem to work for your anxiety? You feel like you've tried everything, but nothing is giving you significant results to help you with either managing your anxiety or helping you achieve recovery. This was a question that I asked all the time. The first reason is there's either a lack of belief that it's going to work in the first place. You find out about a tool, you're gonna try it because why the heck not? But you have doubts about it, or you don't have full belief that it's gonna help you. If you don't believe that the tool is gonna work, or you're not excited about using the tool, you gotta be excited about the overall process of recovery, but you need to be excited about the individual tools that you use to get there, the individual lifestyle changes to get to managing or recovering from anxiety. If you're not excited and you doubt the tool to begin with, why would your subconscious, who's gonna need at least a month of getting this continuous tool, to accept it? Why would it all of a sudden just be like, okay, I'll accept it even though you're not excited? You have to be a leader from a conscious standpoint. It all starts with the conscious mind to reprogram the deeper subconscious. So if you doubt it, if you don't believe in it, or you're not excited about it, and you're just doing it, and you're just going through the motions because I said to do it, or you read it in a book, or you took a course, or you heard it in a therapy session, and you're just doing it to do it, no emotion though, no excitement, no hope, no faith, no belief that it's gonna do you any good, why would it? And then you're not gonna stick with it. If it is, especially when it comes to things like exercise. If you're not excited about going to the gym, and you don't believe in it, or you're worried that's just gonna trigger you, you're definitely not gonna stick with it, okay, regardless of anything. So that's the first reason. You don't have the belief, you don't have the faith or the hope that it's gonna work, and you're not excited about the process of using that tool or developing it or being patient with that tool. The next reason it seems like nothing is working for you with your anxiety is because you're not doing a collection of things to develop a new way of living, a new lifestyle. You don't have a foundation that at least includes a handful of things that you do in the morning and the evening. Basically what I'm trying to say is you try one thing and you try to go all in on one thing at a time. And for the reason that I just mentioned, either you're not excited or you don't have a lot of belief in it, or the thing I'm about to mention in a minute, you don't stick with it long enough to get those changes. You're gonna go through each of these tools, like candy, right? You may spend a few days or a week, or some of you may last 2 weeks, and then you're gonna be like, well, okay, I'm moving on. Instead of exercise, I'm just gonna do mindfulness. I'm just gonna do meditation, right? So you ditch the exercise, even though that still is an important part of your mental health and physical health. You still need that. Every human needs it, regardless of anxiety or not, but especially if you struggle with your mental health. Then you find out that it's hard for you to sit still with your meditation, and which is normal in the beginning, right? But you're not patient with it. And it's like, okay, now I'm just gonna change my diet up. And then whenever the diet's not working and you're getting tired of having to eat healthy food and you feel like you're still struggling with symptoms, maybe it's a supplement that you need or a certain vitamin that you need. Okay, and you just go from one thing to another, and I was guilty of this. You need a collection of things. And then that brings me to the third reason. You still, even though you've been struggling for a long time, and I've been saying it on these videos for years now, you don't realize that it takes months to get the subconscious really adapted to something if it's new, and especially in the beginning if it's uncomfortable for you to do it. You have to realize when you decide to go all in on a tool or a tip, you're in a rough place, right? You're in a bad place. You don't just have little bits of anxiety. Your sensitivities is next level, right? Your hyper awareness is next level. You're having panic attacks maybe every day, or you're having anxiety attacks often. All kinds of symptoms and sensations. You're constantly giving a fearful response. You're constantly responding the wrong way, which is why you're stuck in the cycle. It's debilitating. It's hard to work. It's hard to be present. So, hell yeah, it's going to be hard to try to change your life and bring new tools and concepts into your life. But we expect it to get us out of this cycle, this hypersensitivity, just like that. And I'm not saying that some of you will have a breakthrough with a few things. I had a couple things that gave me some good momentum, but don't expect it. Your subconscious, all these things are new to you consciously. They're definitely going to be new to your subconscious. And also, you have to gain the trust of your subconscious. It needs to take you seriously and these new tools seriously. And if you're not willing to go months instead of days or weeks, and I've been saying on this channel for a long time, think months instead of days. If you're not willing to do that, then it's probably not going to do you a lot of good, and you're going to keep getting minimum results, if any, at all. You have to create not just one new habit, you're having to create a new lifestyle. That's many habits. And it's gonna take time for your subconscious to adapt. But if you're in a high sensitive state and your anxiety is really bad, hell yeah, exercise can still trigger you, but there's still good in it. There is still good in it. When you get done with the workout, you can at least say, hey, I did not die. And I have evidence the rest of the day that if I'm sitting on the couch and my heart's beating fast, I would have died this morning during the workout. Was I triggered in that workout this morning? Hell yeah. I'm going through a high anxiety cycle right now. You know, my nerves are overstimulated. I'm hyper aware, hyper focused. My sensitivity is next level. I have a superpower I don't want where I can feel everything in my body. Yes, it triggered me, but you know what? I survived. Something would have happened during that workout if there was something wrong with my heart. So it still is doing you good. It's still good for your mental health. It is still good for your physical health. And you're starting to plant seeds. That's what I want you to think of in these first few weeks. You are planting seeds that are going to grow. An exercise seed, a dietary seed, a mindfulness seed, an exposure seed. Many of us get the courage to finally go do our exposure, and we think it's going to be sunshine and rainbows just because we have the courage and we feel brave. And then our anxiety kicks our ass that first exposure trip. Expect that. Expect that. You know, don't expect your anxiety to completely go away because you switch diets up within the first few days or a week. Give it time. Some of you that have been dealing with this for years, and I'm preaching to my old self, okay? It's not just me coming at you. I'm saying the things I feel like I needed to hear back then. If you've been dealing with this for a few years, then what's a few months of sticking with something that even if there's a tiny chance it's not going to do me any good for my mental, it's still great for my body and for my physical health, right? Something like exercise and dieting. Why not give it a shot, a legit shot? Sure, the first couple weeks, maybe you feel triggered. But I'm telling you, keep a journal. Journal your exercise. Journal your progress with learning how to meditate. Meditate is another one. If you're highly sensitized, right, and you have all these symptoms, yes, it's going to be hard to sit there. And whenever the guided meditation person is telling you, you know, relax or just, you know, take slow diaphragmatic breaths and release the tension in your neck and your shoulders and your abdomen, it's going to feel impossible day one. Are you kidding me? You have to start somewhere. There's nothing wrong with you, you know, because you're not getting all these quick results, right? There's nothing wrong with you. It's a process. It takes time. Be patient, but journal your progress with each of these things. I'm telling you guys, you will start to see changes over time. Journal the results of your workouts and look at your day one, right? Your day one excerpt or whatever you would call entry, and then go to like day 25. My stamina is getting better, you know, my mile time is down, right? I'm doing twice as much as I was before. I'm still not dead. I don't feel as triggered when I do my workouts. I don't feel as lightheaded. And actually, I'm starting to feel really good a few hours after my workout. And then, guys, look at day 60. And then just look in the damn mirror. You know what I mean? Same thing with your exposure. Keep an exposure journal. You might have to go out and buy like 5 notebooks or something and just label each of them and just keep up with it. Date it. Keep up with it, okay? Things will get better. You'll see the results with your exposure. Day one could be a nightmare, but you got to start somewhere. And then slowly, guys, with all these things, you're getting your subconscious used to it. You planted the seeds. Now you're watering it with consistency. You're mastering each one of these tools. You can't master something in a week. You're just not going to be good at meditating. Not to mention you're in a high anxiety cycle, you know, at that time when you start. You're not going to be good at it at first. You got to learn how to do it. So you got to have more reps. Same thing with working out. Your efficiency, your form, your stamina, your endurance, your strength will get better. And then these seeds will grow, okay? And then you're going to be able to start doing some of the deeper work of rewiring and challenging your symptoms and the negative thoughts that started this whole thing in the beginning. Okay? But if you're looking for routine, structure, the tools that I'm talking about, a mindset change, a perspective change to help you get towards anxiety recovery, check out my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. I'm going to put it down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. Super affordable. Tons of stuff packed into that course. Very extensive and not expensive, all right? So check that out down below. Melody Smith says, the best course I've ever taken. I've been suffering from severe anxiety for 3+ years since my first brain surgery. Thank you so much, Trey, for taking the time and hardworking energy to help those in need. if you're interested in doing coaching calls with me, where we actually get on the phone and I can help you personally with whatever part or form of anxiety you're struggling with, we can do that, all right? I will put my email down below. Email me. I'll send that info over to you, and we will see if we match up, all right? And then I am also going to put a link for online therapy. Try that out. Try therapy if you've never tried therapy, okay? So I'm going to put a link down there for that. Guys, I love you all. Thank you for watching these videos. I really appreciate you guys for supporting me. And subscribe if you're new. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.